I've recently passed the bar and started working as a business and construction attorney. And overall, I'm very grateful for the opportunities I've had so far in my career. Thanks, Constellation Counselor. And wow, why would they not have more there?
I think there would be.
Everything's good. Okay, here it is. Sorry. However, for the past few years, my real interests have been in space law.
Yes.
How can I show the world I'm ready to represent the stars? And as a space lawyer, what should my first order of business be? That's from Constellation Counselor and Carrie. Well,
This definitely has to exist. I don't think we should look it up because there's no doubt in my mind because there has to be laws about like launching satellites into space, right? And who can have what up there and how much of the moon we own, which is all of it.
The last one I don't know, but there is international satellite law.
We got there first, and by America standards, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but we got there first and we put a flag on it. And historical precedent says that's ours now.
Yeah, that's, I mean, here's the thing about space law. If you want
and it's definitely wrong, by the way. But just to jump back, putting your flag on something and saying it's mine, definitely wrong.
Not great.
That. We all share the moon. There's a treaty.
We all share, the moon's all of ours.
The moon's all of ours. Nobody can
but it's mostly... But it's mostly mine.
I think of it as a very American celestial body. The thing that the U.S. did that I think that you could model here is if you want to do a space thing, there's a little element of fake it till you make it, I think, because you're not going up there very much. Nobody is. But we like to act like we are. For example, a little bit ago, I don't know if you heard, but America did the United States Space Force. And everyone had a very good laugh about that. Like, wow, it's really wild that they want to start a Space Force. And we all had a lot of fun. There's a different guy in charge now. And we kept the Space Force as far as I know. So I guess we all just kind of were like, yeah, I guess we got a Space Force now. Yeah. That's one of the things that we have is a fleet of guys and gals and people just to defend space, you know?
We made the patches that go on there.
We already did it. There's a big building
Space
for
Marine. We 3D printed their Space Marine battle armor, so we can't just throw that away.
And I'm not going to make them, like, we're not going to fire them. Then you just got a bunch of angry people trained to battle in space. I don't need that. Did you see Armageddon?
Well, now, hold on, Justin. They started off as drillers who were then trained as space people because it's easier to train drillers to be space people than it is to train space people to drill, as that movie establishes. Now, I will say this. What if you just started on your business cards, have it say like, Constellation Counselor and Carrie, business and construction attorney, comma, preeminent space law expert. Now, at this point...
That's interesting.
Because now at this point, there may be someone else on Earth who's like, no way, I'm the preeminent space law lawyer or whatever. Now, if that happens, you're going to have to challenge them to a space law off, right?
Okay.
And you beat them maybe in a Yu-Gi-Oh card battle. I don't know, however you want to settle it. And
well, I mean, Travis, every court hearing is a law off. If you really want to get technical about it, anytime people go to court, it's a laws contest.
I guess that's true, Griffin. It's all Yu-Gi-Oh battles, but with laws. You are correct. That's all a court case is.
The evidence is Blue Eyes White Dragon. There's the analog works here in a bunch of different ways, and I think we can all agree.
It's exactly the same. You know when your lawyer transforms into a more serious version of the original
and he's
lawyer?
Taller.
Yeah, and better hair and stuff, and cooler eyes and a deeper voice.
Or something.
Yeah, you get it.
We know so much about Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey, hold on to your beans real tight.
Okay.
Because I'm going to freak them.
Okay.
Isn't all law space law?
Whoa!
Like we're here, like we're all in it. Space. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And like the aliens, we're aliens.
There's a lot of argument about where space starts,
right?
For space law, because there's also sky law, right?
Sure.
But there's obviously some sort of permeable barrier there between sky law and space law.
It's called the atmosphere.
Really,
yes, go on.
Right, but if I'm on a rocket ship and I kill one of my fellow astronauts at in the ionosphere, like whose jurisdiction is that in?
Is there air?
What's that?
Is there air? Then it's sky law.
There's some air.
Then I'm going to say at that point, I think space right now is like international waters. I think if you get up there and you kill someone past the atmosphere, you're totally good.
Yeah. So what if every rocket ship has to have a bird on the outside of it when it launches, and then as soon as that bird dies, that's space, baby.
I think that's right.
Because birds love sky, but they hate space. And this may be the only way that we can really tell where one starts and one
as long as
ends.
we're doing that, Griffin, let's cover our whole bases. Bird at the front, right? And some kind of land animal at the back. So that way we know as soon as it goes from ground law to sky law, where it's just like, oh, okay, that fox died.
Okay, I don't know why you picked a fox, but okay, we'll go on with fox. I would posit that fox and bird would probably die about the same time.
Well, that's why I put
duct taped them to the outside of a rocket ship as it blasts off. I'm going to say I'll grant you this, Travis. There's probably going to be a small margin between fox death and bird death, but I think that the lawyers would.
The fox is at the very back, so that it's touching the ground right before you leave. Right?
Wait, why are we going? Sorry, why did you take the bird to the rocket?
So you know when you get into space, because birds love sky, Justin. Keep up.
Birds love sky. If birds alive. Here's a mnemonic device. If birds alive, you're in the sky. If birds are dead, then space ahead.
So you're not in space. It's
okay, and around space. Okay, fine. But Travis, you don't need the fox to have its feet on the ground in the same way that if I jump in the air and shoot someone, that's not sky crime. That's what I'm saying.
There's going to be a certain amount of distance where the fox is going to be like, I can still see the ground. It's totally cool. Maybe that's it. It's when the fox starts freaking out. You're in sky.
You're in the sky. Yeah, that's
as long as the fox remains calm. Still Earthfall.
I think the fox will be fairly upset by being taped to a rocket.
That's base level. Obviously, Justin, that's your new base level.
So you got to let him acclimate.
Yeah, you have to train chill foxes that don't mind being taped on the.
You got to tape him to the rocket a couple days ahead of time. And give him lots of yummy snacks.
We were struggling. What we do is we tape baby foxes to the spaceships, and they grow in captivity. So this is natural for them. They love it.
And we're starting to get into ethically choppy waters. So I just want to say
I think ethically choppy waters ahead is what I would
ethically
say.
Choppy waters ahead. I just want to say right now, these are hero foxes.
I was going to go the other way, Griffin, and say these foxes deserve it. These foxes stole some chickens.
Space is Australia for foxes. Like, space is the Australian fox. We're not even doing it for experiments anymore. We're just blasting them up there wholesale.
Okay, this is definitely a hero bird, right? Because birds love sky. Every bird wishes they could get to space.
There's so many birds.
So many. Too many.
That's all I'm going to say. All right. I think this solves it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The question that was asked, which is, where does space start?
Yep.
You're welcome.